this is Karen. I just want to give you a couple tips for keeping your BillTrack50 account tidy. It could be, if you've been using BillTrack50 for a while, maybe your list of bill sheets has gotten kind of long, or you've got a few too many scorecards that were just kind of experiments, and you would like to kind of clean stuff up so that you can start from a nice clean account when the sessions come back. All right, so you have several different options. So I'm going to go ahead to Bill Sheets and open that section. These appear in alphabetical order. So if you would like to group them in some way, then you can use plus or minus to pop certain things to the top, or you could put numbers in front if you have a few things that are related and you want like 3 different ones together and then a few different 2s together. So you can always get this organized just by taking advantage of the alphabet. All right, so I'm going to say View All and go to this whole list here. So these are all the different sheets I have, which is quite a long list. And if you actually have more than about, I think it's 16, it'll actually tip over. You won't even get this list anymore, and it'll just say Bill Sheets and a number, and all you can do is View All. So if you've got too many sheets here and you're not really using them all, then it's pretty easy to go through. So I can say, go into this legislator search thing, and I made this for whatever reason, but I don't need it anymore. So I can go to the Manage tab and just say Delete. And that is true for all of the different products. So stakeholder pages, regulation sheets, scorecards, you can just go to the Manage tab and delete them if you don't need them anymore. All right, but what if you hate to throw things away and it makes you nervous? So I'm going to go ahead and open up another one of these. So it could be that I'm done with this project and I don't really need it in my quick access list, but I added a lot of comments, I culled through, I removed a lot of bills, I put in my position, I did a lot of work, and I don't really want to just delete it. So of course I could export it to Excel, but I could also come into the Manage and say Archive Bill Sheet. So if I do that, that's going to lock it in place. Once I say Save, so now it is archived. So it is frozen. We will not add new bills to it, but it's also been grayed out so you can't accidentally mess it up. So now you have like a good safe copy of this that no one can screw up. All right, so you can always go back and unarchive it if you want to. But one of the things that archiving it does is it removes it from this quick access list. So it's saying we don't need it every day. We're going to take it out of this list. But if I go to View All, it's actually still available here. It's just been shoved down to the bottom and it's given this archive tag. So these are all of your active bill sheets, and then the archived one starts over alphabetically and you get the archived bill sheets. So they're pushed out of the way and removed from that list, and they're frozen, which is great. So if you did a project, now you know like what it looked like when you were done, and it saves all your notes and it can't accidentally be messed around. All right, so that is archiving. But another thing you can do is if you go into the bill sheet and go back to the Manage tab again, then there is also this subtitle. So you can put a little comment here. So if you have a number of people in your account, everybody can sign it and remind themselves what it was for, and that will help everyone else who is sharing those sheets. Or you can make a note to yourself what client it was for or whatever. So you can have these extra notes in there. If you add the subtitle, it'll appear up here. But importantly, when you go to Manage Yourself, which is the next thing we're going to talk about, so we can go to Manage Users and then pick Yourself and say Edit. If you do not have Manage Users, then you do not have permission to change permissions. So in that case, you're going to need to reach out to your administrator if that's something you're going to want to do. All right, but I do. So here we go. So now I can see all of the different bill sheets. And when I get to this one that has a subtitle, it actually appears on this screen. So this is a great way that everybody can just politely share with everybody else in the account, like what that is and if it's important and whatever. Just so you can take advantage of that however you want to. So you can come up with whatever business rules make sense for you, or whatever kind of notes are going to help you later when you're just reviewing everything. At any rate, I can see this and that one project's done. I actually don't need it in my list anymore. So I can come over here and say none. So I know that somebody else is still working on it. So I don't want to delete it. I don't want to archive it. I don't want to freeze it because somebody else still needs it. But I don't need it anymore and I don't want it in my list anymore. So I'm going to change this to none and then say save. and that will remove it from my list. That will remove it from the side. So it'll remove it both from my view all and from this side list. Now, if you go back and you decide I do want to review that again, or if you hide one of these archived ones because you don't actually need it and you're not going to need to check on it until next year, of course you could do that. But you could also go through and say, you know what, I actually do want to review those because I'm trying to remember what I was working on. So for this Sanctuary City, I mean, that was a while ago, but I do want to remember what it was. So then I can come in here and give myself permission to see it again. All right. So when you hide stuff, it's not gone forever. It's not deleted. It's just hidden. So you can bring it back when you need to. Now, note when you add permission to a sheet, it will take it a minute to actually get added back to this list. So don't panic if you did change it and you hit save, just give it a couple of minutes and it will show up both here and in this list and it will come back, I promise. If you ever have any trouble, of course, you can reach out to me. All right, so hopefully those tips will help you keep your account organized and get you ready to enjoy a fresh new account coming into the new sessions. All right, thanks, bye.